What's up guys, CJ here and welcome back to another all-new H&N News Flash, a really kind of surprising follow-up to last week's Vulture report about DC eyeing major changes to their superhero universe. That article, for those of you that didn't catch it, was a really interesting peek behind the curtain at DC and WB and their approach to their film universe, now focusing more on decentralized films like Wonder Woman rather than world-building heavy epics like Batman v Superman. It was pretty clear, though not expressly stated in the piece, that this was a departure from Snyder's efforts in Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, especially when taken with new reports that Zack won't be returning to the DCEU anytime soon. But now, new details have emerged from the author of that Vulture piece, Abraham Reisman. He sat down with Batman on Film for their podcast and dropped an interesting quote from DC Entertainment president Diane Nelson that more or less expressly states Snyder found himself at odds with the DC brass. On the podcast, Reisman said, "That was actually a quote that didn't show up in the finished piece, but that Diane gave me. It was to the effect of, we are a director-driven place, and Zack had a vision that didn't necessarily sync up with what our vision of these characters is, but we respect that he wanted to go for that, and that's part of our philosophy." This comes after the original article itself made clear several times that Jeff Johns, now DC's chief creative officer and head of their film division, expressed concern during the making of Man of Steel that the movie was too dark and humorless for the character, but because he wasn't in that position at that time, his thoughts were kind of overlooked. I think it's also really interesting to note that Diane's comments do underscore how WB sees themselves as a filmmaker-driven studio, and so they bowed to Snyder's direction at the time. But the fact that it's all coming out now seems to hint towards a major power shift at DC and WB. DC Entertainment is now much more involved in the making of these movies, and unfortunately, it looks like Zack Snyder is on the outs. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about this new direction for DC's film division? And is it kind of shady for them to be throwing Zack under the bus like this? That's going to do it for me here though. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw, subscribe for more great content every single day, and consider turning on your notifications to be alerted every time we upload a new video. For even more content, check out our website at hybridnetworkyt.com, and if you love HN and want to take your support to the next level, consider donating to us on Patreon as we strive to bring you the best content possible. Signing off, this is CJ and I'll see you next time.